So the reason a lot of narcissists and toxic people sound alike and it seems like we all have the same script is because like the words and things that we use typically all come from the same place. And of course, if you're new here, I'm a narcissist. I actually have narcissistic personality disorder. A lot of narcissistic people, toxic people, say the same things for the same reason, the same cause, defense. Most of the things that narcissistic people say is in defense of their fragile egos, of our fragile egos and things like that. And in defense of ourselves so we can avoid that shame. Now, shame, I know everybody experiences shame, but to a narcissist, shame is a different feeling, y'all. Shame can destroy narcissistic people. That's why you see a lot of narcissists and toxic people go out of their way to defend their reputations in public and still treat their family and friends in private like crap. And the fear of being exposed to most narcissists is crippling. So narcissistic people tend to try to defend themselves by any means possible, typically by using the same words that other people use.
So it's true, and it's really interesting because a lot of people see like how myself and like Lee's personality are like very different. Like we interact differently, we communicate different, our humor is different, like all these different types of things. But then when we start talking offline, we're like, hey, did you do this? Did you do this? Like, hey, does this mess up in your head? And we start realizing like we're very, very similar. It is very true because when you're talking about narcissists and you're talking about those toxic type of personalities, they run into the same exact stuff. And so the stuff that we deal with on a day-to-day basis is trying to run away from shame. It's trying to run away from that aspect of being vulnerable. You see, for a narcissist, having guilt and having shame are one of the things that is like raging underneath a narcissist's personality that they have to be able to avoid, they have to be able to run away from. Imagine you stick your hand in a boiling pot of water, you jerk your hand back out because of how much it hurts. Well, for a narcissist, that's the mental and emotional pain of acknowledging that they did something wrong and acknowledging that they have guilt and shame over that.